Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. In this video, I'll show you how to unlock the full potential of your C8 Corvette using the Banks PedalMonster. I'll explain in full detail of how the device works. Then I'll show you how to install it into your vehicle. It is a very simple process. Then I'll give you my honest feedback on the drive test. I hope you enjoy the video. Before I get started on the installation, I want to explain what these things are and how does it unlock the full potential of your vehicle. Now what happened is, and you might have heard of a similar product that's called the Pedal Commander, which is very similar, but this has a lot more function. I'll explain what that is. So basically what these chips are doing is that they unlock the potential of your throttle when you press on it. The OEM limits, or they put in a time delay. When you press on the throttle, there's a slight delay just so you don't get that full power, because when you do, you could put the car out of control and cause some serious accident. So, and the OEM does that, but now you have the ability of unlocking those the way that you want it. And you have to drive responsibly, so you set the setting based on what you can do with the vehicle. So, and you can control all those from your smartphone. You can connect the smartphone to this device where you can set anywhere from 0 to 10. That's for performance. So you want street driving, maybe you put a 5 or something, and you get a lot more response from your throttle when you press on it, as far as torque response and power response. So it's kind of nice. So that's what these things are doing. Now it is really simple to hook this thing up. And basically you have the chip that has two connectors. You would disconnect your paddle, and there's a connector there. You disconnect that, then you plug it into this plug right here, and then this plug, you plug it back into the paddle. What the Pedal Commander doesn't have is the hook up to your OBD2. So this is going to get hooked up into the back of this unit. So now the car is communicating to this chip, and then you are also controlling this chip by pressing on the paddle. Basically that's how it works. I'm going to show you guys how this is all hooked up in the C8. Okay, so they give you an option of whether to disconnect the battery or open the car door for around 10 minutes and let all the lights goes out, just so your car doesn't accidentally power on for some reason, and then just put your remote away or key fob away from the vehicle at least 10 feet, and you can work on it. So I took the easy route. I don't want to disconnect my battery. Now the paddle is right there. Okay, so the plug is right behind there on the right side. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can't see it there. You need a mirror. But once you get that mirror in there, you can see that red tab. All you need to do is just pull that red tab forward and then just unplug it. Well, guys, they don't give you a whole lot of space to work with, but I was able to pull this out. And now I'm going to start to plug into the chip. Okay, so as I was discussing earlier, one of this will go to this, and then this one with the red tab will go to the paddle of your car. I'm gonna go ahead and hook it up. Well, guys, it's pretty simple. So you can see that I made this connection here, and I'll show you what's in the back. There you go, guys. So the other connector is sitting way back in there. I was able to push it in without any issues. So there's two different plugs here. You're going to connect to one of them. It doesn't matter which one. Connect it there. And then the other one, you're going to go and install into the OBD2. And it's sitting right there on the left side. There you go. So now, I'm going to have to clean up this wire later. But they say that you have to program this thing first. And get it all hooked up before you can tuck this away. So let's go ahead and get that procedure done. Now to pair this device to your phone, that's a tiny little button here that's recessed. You just use a nail or something to push it in to activate it into a pairing mode, and then you can pair it with your phone. Now the pairing process is really simple, and Banks even give you a QR code for you to look up the instruction. There's a video, step-by-step instruction on how to get it done. It should take about 5 to 10 minutes to pair and to set up the software or the app on your phone. And then you off to do a test drive. Is that easy. Now, the app is quite easy, but there's the little things that confuses me, and I'm going to explain to you when we open up the app. I'll tell you what it is and how to set it up. It's a little bit counterintuitive, so you really have to know what you're doing as far as setting up the levels. I'll show that to you. There are 3 settings based on your vehicle speed, and the level is from 1 to 10. For the first range, I picked 5, and then the second range, which is the mid-range, I also selected 5 to begin with. And then for the high speed, I also select 5. And you can go back and change this later based on your test drive and see how you like it. On the lower right corner, there's a launch trim that allows you to make selection on launch. And the level is from 0 to 5. With this, 5 is the least aggressive and 0 is the most aggressive. So it's just the opposite of the other setting. So just be careful. I set mine at 5 because you can see stock on the lower right corner is way down there. So 5 is already very aggressive. 0 would make it very hard to drive in traffic. But it really is up to you to set it up. So the last thing you need to do is just to use the zip tie that's provided in the kit and tie all the excess wire, tucked it behind the carpet. Make sure that none of the wire should interfere with the operation of your brakes or the paddle. I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and I'll show you guys what mine looked like. Well, here we go, guys. This is what mine looked like. You can see that all the wires are tucked behind the carpet. Now I want to leave the electronic part of it exposed, just so I think it's gonna run a little bit hot, so I want it to air cool. So it's okay to be right there. And you see that all the tires been zip tied and it's tucked behind. Yeah, you want to make sure that it's not interfere with your brake paddle here or your other accelerator paddle. So it looks like it's a pretty good install. You can't really see it in there anyway. There's definitely a huge difference between the OEM setup and the PedalMonster. Now, just be real careful with it to set it up too high, because it's just too crazy and it'll just break the tire loose right off the line. So I set mine at 5, and I really like the level 5 out of 10. I think it's good enough for me. There's a huge difference already. You just don't need to go that crazy, but it's up to your preference. But I can tell you that there's definitely a huge difference in the way that it responds to your pedal. I definitely think it's worth it to invest a few $100s for something that really bring out the torque and power of your car. I hope you guys like the video. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.